I'm Della Froment, and I'm going to discuss the revaluation for the town of Enfield. Any facts, questions, answers, and property assessment information I can provide now for you. First, the assessment. Connecticut Statute 1262A requires that all real estate, certain types of personal property, and motor vehicles be assessed at 70% of fair market value. Fair market value is defined as the price established between a willing buyer and a willing seller, taking into consideration all the uses to which the property is adapted. Connecticut statutes have established criteria which assessors must use to establish market value. The revaluation is mandated by state statute. The town must conduct a revaluation effective October 1, 2011. Failure to conduct the revaluation and implement such revaluation would result in a forfeiture of state grants aid to the town. Revaluations are required to ensure uniformity in property valuations. The last revaluation was done October 1, 2006. The town is utilizing what's known as a CAMA, or Computer-Assisted Mass Appraisal System, to implement the 2011 revaluation. Vision Appraisal Technologies, which is contracted with the town of Enfield, is assisting the assessor in a systematic process in which all data is verified, studied, and ultimately valued. The new value that's placed on each property is to be the most probable price the property would sell for on October 1, 2011, again under fair market conditions. The new values are determined based on properties that have sold during the past year for comparison. These properties contain crucial information about our current market value. There is, of course, a growing awareness local property taxes become a significant part of the expenses in owning a property. A successful revaluation program requires a significant effort be spent on careful research to assure that the new values are accurate and that all property owners pay only their equitable share of the property tax burden. The revaluation process has been the same since before 1973. The state performance standards for revaluation have become more stringent over the years. This requires the town to pass testing standards to implement and accept the values of a revaluation. All residential property owners can expect to receive their new assessment the week after Thanksgiving. They'll receive the commercial and industrial approximately a week later. What do you do if you think your assessment is wrong or you would like a review? You need to contact Vision Appraisal at the number that is located on your notice to schedule an appointment for review. Appointments will be available at the end of November through December 16th for residential and commercial properties. Your second avenue of appeal, if you find that it does not answer your questions and concerns by your informal hearing, you may file a written form for the Board of Assessment Appeals by February 20th, 2012. Again, this is if your review does not satisfy your questions and concerns. There are forms that are available at the assessor's office at the town hall. The final step, and of course in the appeal process, should you still disagree with the assessed value, is to appeal to the Superior Court under Connecticut General Statute 12-117A. After individual property assessments have been determined, the assessor compiles a complete listing of all property. That would be the real estate, business personal property, and all motor vehicles in town. The total assessments of all listed property is called the Grand List. It's been 5 years since the town had the last complete revaluation. Meanwhile, constantly changing economic conditions have caused inequities to develop. The solution to this problem is to reappraise all real estate, bringing assessments up to date with present-day values. The purpose is, again, the revaluation to return all properties to current market values and to their fair share basis. The annual budget determines the amount of property taxes needed to operate the town. The tax rate or mill rate is determined by dividing the amount of property taxes needed to operate the town by the taxable grand list. The market determines the value of your property. The public determine the market value through their buying and selling of real estate in town. The assessor is ultimately responsible for the valuation set on your property for your assessment. Vision Appraisal and the assessor's office has been researching sales and reviewing data for all properties. The revalued assessments will be used to create, again, the October 1, 2011 grand list. The bill you receive in June 2012 will be based on your new assessments. These bills will be due during the month of July 2012. Why can't someone tell me what my taxes will be? Until a total grand list including all new values of the real estate, motor vehicles, and certain personal property is completed and a new budget is adopted, the tax rate or mill rate cannot be determined. The town budget and the mill rate will be adopted in May of 2012. Exemptions. Exemptions are for veterans, blind, disabled, and they will not be reflected on your notices. The notice is for the value of the property, and exemptions are specific to a person. All exemptions will be applied to your account prior to you receiving your bill in the end of June 2012. The Elderly Tax Credit Program relief is provided to qualifying residents over the age of 65 or totally disabled individuals. The filing period for this program is always been and continues to be February 1st through May 15th. The income limits determined by the state are $32,300 for single and $39,500 for married. This is for all income including Social Security benefits. Please contact the assessor's office or neighborhood services for guidelines and forms. A tool for reviewing all of the property data will be online through the town's webpage. All properties in town will be available through the town website of www.enfield-ct.gov. It will be available from the town homepage and the assessor's page. From both, you will have a link to Vision Appraisal. The website links, if you choose to go directly to Vision, are www.vgsi.com and then search by online databases. This is what the screen at Vision will look like. You need to scroll down to Enfield and then just click into taxpayer revaluation information. The Town of Enfield welcome page will give you some basic information. Again, enter online database for specific information for the town. When you get to this page, you need to be able to search by either a specific address, a specific street, an owner's name, or map and lot number. You will also, once you enter the site for a specific property, maps will be available through the town's GIS and maps at Vision Appraisal's webpage. It's strongly urged for all property owners to visit the website to ensure that the data reflected is accurate description of your structure. This is a means to ensure new values are accurate and that all property owners pay only their equitable share of the property tax burden. Again, it will be on your notices. If you wish for a review of your new assessment, please contact Vision Appraisal for an appointment. Informal hearing appointments will be held at the Town Hall from December 5th through December 17th in the lower level of the Town Hall. Again, the web pages to access for review are www.enfield-ct.gov and Vision Appraisal www.vgsi.com. Thank you.